All right, so I'm watching gold here. We're in the New York session right now. We've formed this major high point, got two lower highs. Market is starting to kind of retrace that move down that it made, but I do see a continuation down happening. You know, this is kind of like an expansion back up, which makes sense because if you were to do a fib, it would be right around that 50 to 60% area that we're pulling back into now. I'm going to be watching this closely. We have the higher time frame confluences as well, such as the 5180 resistance. So this is a nice zone where price has shown that there's a lot of sellers in the past. Just want to see this little reaction that we get off of here, because if we go a bit higher, that's fine. As long as then once we do go higher, we form a bit of bearish structure before selling. I don't want to sell into the market going higher without real confirmations. So I'm just watching this right now and getting ready for a possible sell. I am using micros just for the flexibility. That way I can enter in, 5 contracts, 8, 10, for example, and I'm not forced to have to enter in 10 every single time if I was trading the normal contract. So that's why I'm using micros. As we get more comfortable and start to scale up, then I'll be looking to use just regular size. We've had sellers in the past here, as you see with this big rejection. So expecting a similar type of reaction here. If we are going to go down and actually break this low and get into the 5120s, which is overall my target, then we should get a strong reaction off of where price is now. If it breaks through and closes above, that's fine, but then we'll look for something a bit different. So we also have the S&P 500 here that I'm taking a look at. I am bearish on this because of the higher time frames. I think we're just getting a smaller time frame retracement, but overall, I think the push should be to the downside. And I think we should even be able to break through 67.52 and go below there. So the question is just waiting for some bearish structure to get formed. Right now I have gold here on the left. I'm looking at gold is pushing. I got S&P here is also pushing to the upside. They're pretty correlated this morning. I've noticed that they're moving very similarly. Once we get our confirmations in order, we'll look for the best possible position to take that maximizes our risk to reward and our chances of catching a winning trade. All right, so I just placed a sell limit at 5155.7. Let's see. I think it should come back up, activate it. I think a good stop loss for that, 61.5. All right, I placed a stop loss here at 61.5. If this gets activated, we're not even in a trade right now, but I do think it should. We're only a couple of points away. Should easily activate it. 3-minute looks good because of these big rejections that we have to the top side. So there's a lot of sellers in this price area. If we could get entered in here, I think this is going to be a pretty high probability trade. I'm putting a line here at 51.42. I think once we reach there, could look to take out some profit depending on how price reacts. But ideally, we'd catch the full 1 to 4 risk to reward on this if it gains a lot of momentum and just starts going straight down. Got activated in there. Gonna see how price reacts there. Just gonna give the market some time and some space to do what it's gonna do. We got a nice reaction there. So risk on this trade is about 350. Yeah, it's about 350 on this one. Very low risk, even a little bit less than that. Gonna be really good if we can continue down this push here. I got the reaction that I wanted. So that confirms to me that this was the right trade to take. And now from here, if the market does continue down towards my targets in the low 30s, and even if price reaches 5120s, which is my overall target, not for this trade, but just like that's my ideal target about where gold should be headed towards, then risk to reward is gonna be great. And it also just reinforces my strategy a little bit more. And of course, this is a lower high relative to this one, and this one is a lower high relative to this one compared to the major high that we made at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So it's all making sense. I can see the bigger picture about what's going to happen or what could potentially happen. So at this point, I've done my analysis. There's no reason to kind of mess with anything. I'm just going to let the market do its thing. As you see, S&P 500, just like we talked about, we had that perfect reaction off of there. Now we're headed down, and it's also correlated with how gold is moving as well. So really, really good to see this right now. Huge move down. We just got a bunch of volatility. A bunch of volatility right now at 11:58 a.m. And we don't really have news, so gonna take a look at what's happening. Not gonna go break even just yet. Let's see what I might do. I'm gonna move my stop loss down 59.6. 59.6. I just reduced my potential risk on this by like almost half. Put my stop loss right at this low and just call it a day. 51. Oh, sorry, not my stop loss, my take profit. 51.35.1. Because honestly, if the market reaches it, I'm good to get out there. Price is still kind of finding its direction. I think if that take profit gets hit, we're looking to make about 1,500, which would be a very, very nice trade here, just based off of risk to reward. Because you got to keep in mind, how much risk is on the table right now is under 300. I think it's around 250 to 280. So $280 of risk. And I'm looking to potentially make 14 to 1,500 in profit. Because I've reduced my stop loss and I've entered in a price of the market at which it's a decisive level. When you enter your trades at a decisive level, it's either going to respect it and head slowly into your take profit areas, or it's going to break it and go completely against you, and you can just get immediately stopped out for a small loss. Entering in at these decisive levels is what allows me to have these high risk to reward opportunities and these situations in which it's hard to lose. Right now, it's hard to lose because worst case, the market shoots up right now, I lose $280. Best case, it shoots down, I make $1,400. All right, so we just got taken out of break even. It is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, it is like that's gonna happen. You know, I was waiting for it to bounce back down to get a little bit of a more profit, and then I ended up losing that little bit of profit to the break even. It sucks, but it is what it is. For me, still, it was a positive trade. We got that reaction right at the level. We respected bearish market structure. Just wasn't enough momentum and volume to actually go down, continue, and fulfill the move all the way down to 51.25 before then expanding back to the upside. Because I knew towards the end of today's session, we were going to expand back up after the move down. It's just that unfortunately the move down wasn't even strong enough to break this low, much less reach the 20s. And that's why I kind of noticed that, and I moved my take profit up a bit to 51.35. It just wasn't, you know, just didn't come quite down enough. But all in all, pretty good trading session. I'm going to try to make this into a little trade recap video.